My dear friends, parable of the talents, where the king is going away with a purpose and he would come back, giving all what he had. Nobleman went into the far country to receive from himself a kingdom and then returned, calling 10 of his servants. He gave them 10 talents and he said to them, engage in business until I come. So we have a duty. We have a clear duty in this world. You have to be aware of it, my dear friends, that you are here with a duty and you have to accomplish it. Because we are accountable to Him. When He comes back, we have to show what we have done. So completing that duty is not easy. Because in the first reading to Maccabees 7, we find this mother who did her duty and taught her sons to do the duty. It happened also that 7 brothers and their mother were arrested and were being compelled by the king under torture with whips and cords to partake of unlawful swine's flesh. The mother was specially admirable and worthy of honorable memory. Though she saw her sons, 7 sons, perish within a single day, she bore it with good courage because of her hope in the Lord. So, my dear friends, so you have to pay a price for your duty. But then you will have hope. If you don't have hope of enjoyment, if you have hope that the God would reward you with all your pain, you will lose the encouragement, isn't it? That's exactly why this mother, in going through terrible pain, she had hope that God is above death. He will definitely reward them. They reward their trauma, agony, catastrophe, calamity. So that's exactly what happened. And the first came before him saying, so when returned, received the kingdom, he ordered these servants to whom he had given the money to be called to him, that he might know what they had gained by doing business. The first came before him saying, Lord, your talent has made 10 talents more. And he said to him, well and good servant. So he had to take a risk. That first servant had to take a risk. Even the second one, risk and toil, work hard to earn more. So he had the hope. When others enjoy, especially the third one, buried everything and waited joyfully, enjoyed the leisure. And he never came out of it. He never worked hard. So these particular people, they had to take a risk. Investing means you put the money on a business, means you take a risk. And you are being challenged. You work hard, toil, labor. But then with hope of showing the Lord, showing the Master, giving the Master again. And see the words of the Master. Well done and good servant, because you have been faithful in very little, you shall have authority over 10 cities. That is the hope. So He will never let your pain go down drain. You will always, when you go through trauma, you will always have that hope. My dear friends, it happens with a relationship. If you don't have relationship, if you don't have a connection with the owner, with the Lord, author of life, you will miss everything. That's why the third one, he said, which I kept laid away, handcuffed. Then he said, you take what you did not deposit and you reap what you do not sow, he said to him. So I kept it, laid away in a handkerchief, for I was afraid of you, because you are a severe man. So see what he sees connection. He hardly knew the master. He hardly knew him. So then he's scared. You fear. You're not active. If you know the master only, you take the risk. If you know him properly, then only you are ready to go through pain and hardship. Without that relationship, you will be just pale and lethargic. That's exactly what happened. But then see this mother, I do not know, she was saying, in the amidst, she has lost all the 6 children, sons, and the 7th one. Still she encourages him. I do not know how you came into being in my womb. It was not I who gave you life and breath, nor I who sent in order that elements within each of you. Therefore, the creator of the world, who spared the beginning of mankind, who shaped the beginning of mankind, and devised the origin of all things, will in his mercy give life and breath back to you again. Since you now forget yourself for the sake of his laws. My dear friends, see the relationship. See the hope she had. Hope of the life after death. So at the point of terrible disaster, she still had hope. And that hope gave her strength, and that hope gave the son strength. We remember the whole incident reminds us of Mother Mary, isn't it? How she had hope when her son was persecuted, crucified. The way she held on to the hope, the way she said, "Thy will be done. I'm the handmaid of God." And how she encouraged the son, and how son Jesus gave his life. Even when he was killed brutally, mother saw them all, and son had to go through everything. Think that's how you're accountable to him. All what you had, all my life, my breath, my organs, my body, my talents, he has given us with a purpose. For his glory, we have to sacrifice everything for his glory. Without that relationship, you will not do this. That's exactly why it is important that you know the master, that you know the relationship, you love him wholeheartedly. So in that love, you want to do something, but that doing is not easy at all. Since this young man was given promotions, gifts, if you just disobey the will of the father. But then this young man would not listen to him at all. The king called the mother to him and urged her to advise the youth to save himself. But the mother never did that. My son, have pity on me. I carried you 9 months in my womb. I nursed you for 3 years, and I have reared you, but brought you up to this point. Your life has been taken care of you. I urge you, my child, to look at heaven and the earth, to see everything that is in them, and recognize that not out of things that already exist did God make them, and so too the human race come into being. So she encouraged him completely to die. My dear friends, we have a duty. We have a duty to accomplish, complete. It's painful, but have heart and do the will because you love the Master. Amen. May God bless you.